Titanis Gojira, widely known as Godzilla, first appeared in 1954. The Titan is considered to be a hero, though he will do anything necessary to protect the Earth from threats. Godzilla is shown to be the most dominant out of the rest of the Titans. We call him the king of the monsters.
Alright guys, so like we said in the last video, Elysian is like temporarily closed. So we're here at TSS. I tell you what, I know the roads here. Like, if I still go here, like honestly, on the way to the gym, me and Carlos was just jamming out, and I was not like blanked out, but I was driving reflexively. Like I know the road, baby. This gym will always hold a special place in my heart, always, always, man. So it definitely feels good to be back. But besides that, it is Monday, and we are doing the most important test on this Nike bar. I already have it set up on the rack, so I need to drink my pre, use the restroom, warm up, and then we'll get ready to go. So I think for today, if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be an RPE 6 to 7 with a 3x7 at 6. So what I am thinking is, if the bar is up for it, I'm thinking we go up to like 430 kilos, which is 948 pounds, right? That would be, if I could do 948 on this bar comfortably, then by all means, this bar is going to get essentially three thumbs up for me. Because if this bar is stiff enough to hold that much weight on your back, then this bar is honestly good for anybody, because there's less than 50 people in the world maybe who like that would affect. So I'm going to commentate after 716, and I'm going to commentate after 826, because by those two barriers, I'm going to be able to let you guys know the majority if this bar is as legit as I think it could be, and as legit as I am expecting from a company as big as Nike. So if I don't think the bar is up for it at 826, then I'm going to tell you guys to save y'all's money, and I will direct you guys to bars that are going to be y'all's money's worth, So I'm going to go ahead and start warming up, do my little routine, guys. Got my Airwave, got my well, it's not out yet, but you guys know how it is. Got all the links in the description box. All those codes do help out, guys. It honestly does genuinely support me in what I do, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for sticking by me. So let's get started and see how this bar holds up for the most important test, baby. All right, guys, so we got 716 on the bar, 325 kilos. This is a weight that I think is gonna be a good indicator for around 95% of the powerlifting population, maybe less. But what I'm saying is 95% don't squat 716, but 95% squat less than or add 716. That felt pretty good. I felt pretty good. So far, so good. All right, guys, we got 826 on the bar. This is gonna be like my end all do all if I'm going to recommend this bar to you guys with a clear conscience. Honestly, that held up pretty good. It didn't really feel whippy. It felt like the plates were wiggling. So, honestly, this bar at 826 felt pretty good. The weight did feel abnormally heavy on my back, but once I got to my position and went through my cues, it honestly felt pretty good. I did notice I was leaning a little bit more to my right side, which would probably be y'all's left. I think I'm still gonna go up. I did 915 last week, so I think 937, maybe not 948, but definitely we'll go 8 reps. We'll go 425 kg, so 927 for top single, and then we'll see. But honestly, so far, this bar has been impressing me at every point. I just gotta make sure that I crank the sides pretty good, and we're ready to go, guys. The truth is, for 350 USD, this bar is going to serve pretty much whoever buys it. On the 826, it still felt plenty stiff. I didn't start to feel any whip until the 937, which is why I didn't get hype for that 937, but I did focus, you know what I'm saying? I focused and I naturally let my body position itself in a way that was going to give me the highest success rate, right? And honestly, on the way down, I did feel the bar whip. I think I can go up to 1,000 pounds on this bar, but just not today, honestly, because the weight was feeling heavier than normal on my back. Out of the whole, like, my strength feels good. It's just sometimes my CNS is like super charged. I'm not charged, super fatigued. I did pull 925 on Thursday, and I did go 716 for 5 top set. So maybe I'm just holding on to some fatigue on top of obviously like the way sleep has been. But either way, this bar passed the test. Honestly, I managed to go low, mid, 900 pounds. And I'm confident that it could honestly go up to 1,003. Now, I don't know if it can go into the 1,050s. I don't think I would trust this bar at the 1,050 range, but you know, I feel comfortable using this bar for anything mid-9s and below. So if you guys are like asking yourselves if this bar is worth the 350 because it's a Nike bar, it's something new, it's very inexpensive compared to the rest of the market, this bar is going to do its job. It's going to serve you well. Right now, the only caveat, the only thing I will say is I've only had this bar for a few days, a week, so I don't know how it's going to last over a period of time. Like how resistant to rust the steel is, how the bar is going to bend over time. Obviously, for a lot of people, it won't even bend at all. So, you know, but the fact that it even went up to 937, you know, obviously, I mean, I locked in and I'm an expert. So And for somebody else that might have a differing opinion, but honestly, if you guys want a new bar and y'all have been looking for a power bar and you guys don't want to break the bank, this bar is literally to IPF spec, 29 millimeter in diameter. The length is identical to any other IPF approved bar. Like I was telling you guys last video, the only difference is that little like piece of metal between the knurling and the smooth part of the sleeve. It's about 1/2 inch thicker than the other calibrated bars, but this bar 20 kilos calibrated, so it's like 44.4 pounds, I believe. It's a good bar, so I think that's gonna be like my final opinion on it, unless something happens that makes me change it. But so far, for the price, the quality, and its performance, I would give this bar a 8.7 out of 10, to be honest. It isn't the best bar I've lifted on by far, you know, but when you combine the price with the performance, like you can't really, like, it's a good bar for $350. So